What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world? This is Chris, aka Barnon11970, and I thank you for watching this video. Alright, guys, this is going to be a little bit of an off-topic video that I'm making right now. Um, there are a couple of people that I subscribe to that are not the truther community type of people. Sorry, that's a thing of mine. I got to adjust the hat. Um, every now and then, because I used to be a gamer, I like to keep in touch or just listen to things to kind of sometimes when I'm stressed out or just thinking about this stuff too much, I like to go on gamer channels just to kind of, relive the old days for a couple of minutes and kind of, get my mind off of negative stuff. One of the people that I am subscribed to, if you're a gamer, you know Angry Joe. Um, but before I get into that, I just want to say that, it's funny. Throughout the years I've been doing this, and I've been doing this since basically 2010. I had another channel, Barnon11967, but I took it down. So I've been basically doing this since 2010. And with some of the comments I've gotten over the years, some of the emails I've gotten over the years, and some of the problems I've had with people, some of them still to this day, I always thought that it must be the type of stuff I talk about because of the fact that I talk about truth, exposing governments, lies, educating people on the Constitution. So I thought because my channel talks about serious stuff, that I would assume that that was one of the reasons why people would say some really nasty things. I mean, I've gotten death threats. I've had, really nasty comments from people over the years. And I always thought it was just because of the subject matter. Well, today, Angry Joe had a video that he posted about the fact that he had a good friend of his pass away who actually committed suicide. And I went on that channel and I sent my condolences because I can kind of relate, not when it comes to the suicide part, but those of you who've been following my channel for a while know that almost 3 years ago now, and it's sad that it's going that quickly. My father died in a fire. So I know what it's like to have somebody die. So this wasn't a family member of his, it was just a friend. But, he made a nice tribute. He was sincere about how upset he was. And at the end, he put some good things about that person who committed suicide. And I thought it was really tastefully done. And I left a comment leaving my condolences. And as of now, it's got over, like, I think 350 thumbs down. There were at least 3 or 4 people who, without reading the title, or without watching the video, they had to write that first. When somebody wants to be first on the comment section, which is totally tactless. But then I was reading some of the comments, and some of the nasty things some people would say, joking about why he committed suicide, saying how the guy, Angry Joe, how he was crying crocodile tears. And it really made me understand what the internet is primarily about for some of these people. It's not the fact that people like myself and others are saying things that makes people hate us. It's the fact that these people are just angry or just depressed and have too much free time and they want to hurt others. And the only way they can do it is by going on an internet, being anonymous most of the time, and saying very nasty, cruel, and just inappropriate things to people, to other fellow human beings, because some of them get a kick out of it, or it makes them feel better about themselves. It's the bully mentality, just a cowardly way, because they're doing it over a computer. So for me, it just put it in a better perspective, and it actually, in a sad, ironic way, it actually made me feel a little bit better about what I'm doing. Because the people who have a problem with me, it's not the message that I talk about. They just don't like me. And some of them are just because they're just nasty people. They're just not nice people. They're just lonely people. Some of them just want attention. The look at me attitude. You can't change those people. Because if somebody's going to hate on something I say, I can understand it because some of the content I talk about is going to be different from what people have heard. And it might not resonate with everybody, especially if they've never heard this stuff. So I can understand that. But for somebody, and a bunch of them, to make nasty comments about the death of a friend on someone's video, that's no class. So like I said, this is just one of those different kind of videos. This is kind of a rant, but to Angry Joe, I know he's never going to watch my video, but I feel the pain, and I'm sorry to hear about your loss. And it just shows that the internet is just flooded with immature children with nothing better to do but to hurt people. And we wonder in this community why nothing gets done. Because there are people who actually will spend their free time making fun of others and hurting others instead of doing something positive that can actually contribute to a more beneficial and productive society. I don't know. I'm not losing hope because for every one bad person out there, there's 100 good people. It's just sometimes the good people just don't know what to do. Because, like they say, a few bad apples can spoil the tree. I'm not going to let them, and I hope you won't either. And to the haters out there that are just not going to like me for who I am, you know what? You don't really know me. You're basing it on maybe a few phone calls if you've talked to me on the phone or videos that I've made, but you don't know me. If you want to spend your whole life judging other people and hurting other people because it makes you feel better, then I feel sorry for you, and I hope you find a better way to become more productive in this society and contribute something that can help us all instead of hurting the few. But, you know, karma has a funny way of finding people, and I just choose to do the right thing. Some people may not understand it, some people may not appreciate it, but I don't do it for them. I do it for myself and those who care to listen. So to those who do, I thank you, and I appreciate you watching this video. Hats off to you. Peace.